Good morning and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Martin. I'll be your host for this episode of the Martin Blair Project. And if you're a returning visitor, viewer, subscriber, I welcome you back. Today, I am going to head out. I have a couple errands to do, which include a doctor's appointment. Just to check up, make sure everything's working right. Because I am older, of course, I do have a few prescription medications that I take for various ailments, and I need to get those refilled as well. But I'm going to take you along because I think overall health of all kinds is important, including foot and leg health. And as the winter has finally looked like it subsided, I think what I will do is go get a pedicure, not for looks, but for health reasons. My skin was so dry over the winter, so you have some issues there with dry skin, and it just needs to be cleaned up, and a good foot massage gets the blood circulating. Maybe we'll go for a little walk after. Behind my house here, there is a nice walking path or a green space. So I'll bring you guys along on that, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, come along. Let's go. Well, I got home here from the doctor's appointment, and that was good. So everything was looking pretty good. All my numbers, blood work was good. Couple of little minor issues, but nothing out of the ordinary. For my age, 62 and a half, I'm doing pretty good. One thing that we do need to look at is my vitamin D deficiency here in the Northern Hemisphere. We don't get a lot of sun in the wintertime. We do get sun, but it's cold, so you're bundled up. So of course I haven't had a chance to absorb a lot of that, and I haven't been taking vitamin C supplements. So I will get that checked out. Now here in Canada, Alberta at least, the government says that the vitamin D test is expensive, so it's not on your normal requisition. You have to get a special requisition for that. And so my doctor gave me that, so I will get that checked out and get on a proper dosage of vitamin D. That's good for your health. I do remember my doctor saying that back at the height of the pandemic, a lot of the folks that did get hospitalized were deficient in vitamin D. So I don't know if there's a correlation or whatever, what's the proper word, between a lack of vitamin D and being sick with the illness that overtook the world back in the day. But I guess just getting proper food and proper rest, nutrition, which may include supplements, is always a good thing. Now for us older folks, maybe folks in their 50s, 60s, 70s and beyond, it is important to look after your health. This includes all areas of health. Your physical health, your mental health, emotional health. If you're in a relationship or something maybe that is toxic, maybe you have to look or think serious about making some changes or addressing those issues. If it's physical health and you have the ability to make changes in your life, whether it's you're smoking too much and inhaling cigarettes. I do smoke a pipe on occasion, but of course I don't inhale. Same with a cigar. Very rarely do I smoke a cigar, but if I do, of course I don't inhale. But you still have to be careful because you could get tongue or lip or throat cancers just from excessive tobacco use, even chewing tobacco. Now, I'm not preaching to anybody. I'm just letting you folks know what I think. We can have a conversation. If you do have any comments to make, leave them in the comments section. I do appreciate that. And of course, there's your mental health. Mental health is important too. It's, so many things, stresses in life make changes. I know my mental health and possibly my physical health was starting to decline, I think, from that courier position that I was doing. Like I say, if I was doing something where I had a company vehicle and being paid by the hour, and I'm not having to work until 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night, that would make a big difference. But you got to make changes, so I did. We will just go for a little walk here. So I'm enjoying this day, but it is a little chilly. I had to put my sweater on here, my jacket. But we'll continue. But we will continue with our walk and just enjoy this day. Sometimes a simple walk, it's all you really need. Just breathe the fresh air, get your body moving. It's important. There's some nice dogs there, beautiful dogs. People going for a walk as well, just like we are. But I think we're going to turn around and head back the other way. We'll continue our discussion. Here we go. So we'll continue our discussion. Everything is good in life for the most part. So a good pedicure or foot massage or deep tissue massage is something that I recommend as well. And for you men, don't be shy. Don't think that's something that only women do. It is good for your health, good for the blood, get the circulation going, especially for us or those who have like a type 2 diabetes or something like that, or any other circulation issues. It's important to get that looked after, and monthly or every 6 weeks, get it looked after. Too, as we get older, sometimes our toenails get a little gnarly, and it's a good way to prevent getting holes in your socks. If your toenails start getting so thick that they wear out your socks, you can take care of that. Sometimes we're not flexible enough to do it ourselves, or maybe your toenails get too thick that your tools just won't work. So you spend a few dollars every 6 weeks and get that looked after. And you support a small business. The place I went to is a small shop there with some Asian folks that we try to support them as well. My wife occasionally gets herself looked after there as well. So it's good. But like I say, a nice massage, especially if you're doing a lot of walking. If you're retired and you don't have a vehicle anymore and you do a lot of walking, if your spouse is not going to give you a massage, maybe support a small business and get it looked after there. So, in a nutshell, just wanted to say, look after your health. Get all that stuff looked after. I'm going to show you behind me here. There's some people that are getting their roof fixed up. So they're putting shingles. I know a guy came around to our house as well and said, hey, do you want to get new shingles? I said, not right now. It's not in my books. They were just in the front of the house a while ago. That house is getting looked after, as well as that one. So, yeah. Our house is probably almost due. The shingles are starting to curl up a little bit, but I think it's good for another 3 or 4 years. I highly recommend Lowe's KK Nails and Spa. Really good pedicure. They'll look after you here in North Edmonton. Yeah, I don't have the tools to do this, so my toenails get too big. And it's good for your health, for your feet, yeah.
Yeah.
So once again, like I say, get yourself looked after. Look after your dental health. Especially if you're nearing retirement. Once you retire, you might not have those benefits anymore. So if you are able to get some dental work done, it's important. Your health is very important. I heard it said, a healthy man has 1,000 things he wants, but a sick man only has one thing. So your health is important. You can have $1 million in the bank, but if you're sick and your quality of life has gone down, you know, it's a sad situation. So I just wanted to do a relatively short video talking about health and aging. Maybe that's what I'll call this video. Health and aging in 2025. How's that sound? Anyway, folks, I hope you like this content. Look after yourselves. Let's support each other. Try to enjoy your day. Not everything that we do needs to cost money, you know, but sometimes you have to invest a little bit of money for certain things. I'm not going to go spend $40 at a restaurant, but I'll spend $30 or $40 once every 6 weeks or 8 weeks and get myself looked after. More so as I get older, because we're not getting any younger. Have a wonderful rest of your day. If you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, and I appreciate you viewing. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate the super likes that you give me once in a while, and all the rest. I will see you in the next video. Bye now. God bless.